I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now starting. Welcome to the Thank you guys for coming, driving.
Thank you for having us.
It's so nice to have people in person, and it's so nice that you guys live in Nashville and you can just drive over, even though I live in freaking Kentucky. It feels like I'm so far out. I'm like, I just want to be closer to people because it really makes me, like, I don't go do as much stuff because I'm like, well, then I got to drive, and that's like a 30-minute Uber and blah, blah, blah. Like, I just want to come to a game night so bad.
Please.
I've only been to one. And now I'm like, can single people come?
Yes.
You're the crowd favorite, dude. We need you there.
Like, game nights are where I really shine. And I've missed so many. I'm always either out of town or there's something going on. But when is the next one? Coming up, isn't it?
It's supposed to be this month. We're behind.
We need to put it on the books. We don't have it scheduled, so we'll work with you after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Because I really want to make one.
We're trying to do beach volleyball this time.
I'm out.
Come on.
Beach volleyball?
Why not?
I am coordinated. I can dance. I'm good at games. Sports, not my thing.
You think I could play beach volleyball?
Well, you're an athlete.
No.
Yeah, but you have an excuse. You'd be like, oh, I couldn't get my hands in the way.
It's such a weird group of people. It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Okay. I'm actually not bad at what's that one? Volleying. The ball.
I don't
in
know.
Volleyball.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Volleyball, I'll just have a couple glasses of wine and we'll get going. I talk about your game nights, even though I've only attended one or maybe two. I talk about them on the podcast a lot.
Yes.
I just love that you guys do that, and you're so busy and you have so much going on, but you make time for friends, and it's just so fun because you guys do like food trucks and drinks and games, and you have the best crowd of people that comes over, and everybody's got like the best energy and bringing them all together. It's just so much fun.
Thank you.
So
It's almost the best. We're missing you. I mean, we're all kind of just somber without your presence.
I picture, like, if I'm not there, I picture you guys just all pouting right now. Wish Kaitlyn was here.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it is, right?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay, congratulations.
Thanks.
I know you podcast all the time and do social media all the time, so I'm trying to not ask you all of the same questions all the time, but cats do.
Yeah, we're like 2 days apart.
Yeah.
What is her due date?
I think the 13th.
Yeah. Ours
You're
is the 19th.
19th.
But
but you're doing...
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is that? So you're doing a scheduled
C-section.
because you've had a C-section before. You can do that again. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I tried to birth our daughter.
Yeah.
And went 24 hours, wasn't working,
Oh.
ended in a C-section just because she was stuck.
Yeah.
And they said it was more so because of size. And then my son was bigger, so we scheduled, and they just said
Just do that again.
with this guy that
Yeah. That's just gonna keep happening.
yeah. So we're scheduling.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're scheduled. That's so exciting. It's so nice because it's like, this is your third. You know what to, but
Yeah.
I guess you don't know what to expect.
No.
You never know what to expect in a delivery room.
Never. It's terrifying.
Do you know what you're having a boy?
No, we don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No,
Not
we're
finding
gonna
out.
not gonna find
Oh,
out. Yeah,
that is so exciting. Did you do that?
we did it with our first, not with our second. So we
Okay.
did one of each.
Okay.
And then now we have boy and girl. I loved the surprise. It's really hard for me not to be very type A and get everything ready.
Of course. But do you have a feeling?
Yeah, I think it's, if it turns out to be a boy, it'd be the biggest surprise ever. But we think it's 90% a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because you compare it to how you felt the first time?
Yeah,
For whatever that's worth. People say it's not accurate, but
I know.
it's hard not to
it
correlate.
feels exactly like my daughter's pregnancy, and my son's
Really?
pregnancy felt completely different.
I tell you what, though, freaky things happen in the delivery room. It's like you never know what to expect.
No.
The whole thing is a play-by-play,
Yeah.
game time decision.
yeah.
The doctor's doing so-and-so. We just had a
You're
friend
up
give
there
birth.
with the whiteboard?
Yeah.
All right, it's halftime, guys.
Yeah.
Let's pivot. We just had a friend who gave birth, and apparently their bladder got jammed up or something
Yeah.
like that.
God.
So it swelled up and held 4 times the normal amount of pee. Think about that.
Because her bladder was in the wrong place after delivery,
Oh my
She was like-
gosh.
which just happens.
I mean, a woman's body is so
Crazy.
it's wild.
It's wild.
I always think about this, and it's one of those things where when people get high and think about outer space, like that. I feel high when I try and think about how
Yeah.
a woman's body can just create a brain, you
Yeah.
just grew a brain in your stomach of a child, and to grow nails and
Yeah.
toenails and fingers and lungs and veins and
It's crazy. Dude.
Eyelashes. Like they come out with eyebrows.
It's crazy. It's just so cool. I remember when I was freezing my eggs, it really took my focus away from like my body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
And it made me go, wait, our bodies are so cool.
Yeah.
And I focused more on that than, the stupid shit. Look at Alicia's shaking her finger at Ramen. No. Ramen, come here.
They're so cute.
They're pretty funny. But
How many eggs did you freeze? Is that a weird question?
I don't know.
No, it's not a weird question. I believe so. I was 32. They said for my age at 32, if I got over 10, that was really good. And I think I got either 14 or 16. I
That's
can't
amazing.
remember.
Go!
Yeah.
She's fertile.
I'm fertile over here. Probably not anymore, but that's the point, right? So I froze the eggs.
14 to 16 babies?
Yeah, 14 to 16. They're all good eggs.
Yes.
You know it. Just popping them out once I'm 40.
They told you they're all good eggs? Like
No.
Okay,
I don't think I'll know until I try and use them.
Yeah.
Is that the scary part?
Oh, dude.
So if the older you get, the less eggs they're able to get?
Yes.
Andrew.
I love it. Oh, Pino. All right. This is getting crazy.
Andrew still says he doesn't understand how babies are born or periods happen. And I was like,
the whole thing is,
It's a lot.
I have a general concept, but the timing, I'm like, this doesn't add up in my mind.
yeah.
It's all just so weird.
It is.
It's all just a lot. I don't even know how the frozen eggs thing worked, and I studied it and researched it and talked to my girlfriend who's a fertility nurse.
Yes.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, all morning I haven't talked, and so now I'm just like, words are hard. But yeah, I'm hoping that I don't have to use them in one day, because I'm like, women are having babies so much later in life now, and there's the frozen eggs, and I'm just like, I don't know, if it's not in the cards, then I'm gonna die.
It's in the
I
cards.
was trying to not be dramatic, and
It's
then
in
I
the
was like,
cards.
no, I'm gonna be dramatic.
You want to be a mom?
Yes. I get so scared though, because I'm just like 38 and I'm scared, and I'm like watching the world burn down, but I don't want to bring that up because you guys have kids and I'm not going to make you scared, more scared than you already probably are, but it's a scary world.
It is a scary world, but you would be a phenomenal mother.
Thank you for saying that.
I've seen you around your best friend's kids. I mean, just everything.
I
you love
kids
babies.
so much.
You met our daughter when she was just born.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love babies. I love kids. I really do believe I was like, I'm supposed to be a mom. It just scares the shit out of me. But
would you ever just go ahead and do it?
yes,
Do it.
I've thought about that.
Wow.
Did you guys talk when you got together about how many kids you'd want? I feel like that's one of the questions you talk about when you're in a serious committed relationship and you know you're going to get married. Did you talk about how many kids you wanted? Was 3 in the cards?
Yeah. I always said I wanted 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'm an only child, and I gravitate towards like Andrew's family, like the sibling dynamic. My parents are my best friends, but I wish I had that like adult sibling relationship. So I've always said 2 or 3. You've always had a different number.
What's
Honestly,
your number?
we had one, and I was like, this is it.
One
I don't
and
want
done.
any more.
That's enough for me.
Dude,
My work here is done. Yeah.
It's stressful and overwhelming. And
It's a
then,
lot.
and then she was like, I think I want to have 2. I was like, great. Like, my game plan was 5.
Oh, shit.
And then
When
it's,
we were dating, he always wanted 5.
dude, but they're
Wow.
fun. Like, they're fun. They're a good time.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I feel like you're like, how am I doing this? And it's so much, but you wouldn't change it for anything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I will say, I feel like we'll be done at 3.
Yeah.
We still take our babies everywhere with us. Like
Yeah.
we just took them to Greece. We travel
That's
with our kids.
Yeah.
And I feel like traveling with 3 is going to be like,
How do you even do that? Because if there's, well, I guess there's,
you'd have to do like one parent with the youngest and then one parent with the older 2.
my brain can't like process how hard that would be. I can't even handle myself traveling. And sometimes I bring my dog, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
No, bringing a dog is way more overwhelming.
I will say
think.
it was, when we traveled with our dog, it was a lot harder than traveling with a kid.
Okay, Hinge. Let's talk about it. It's the dating app designed to be deleted. Okay. And isn't that really the goal? You meet someone and then say bye-bye to the app. So I know a lot of my friends love using Hinge specifically. One of my producers, Madison, actually met her girlfriend on Hinge and promptly deleted the app. Actually, I think it was her girlfriend's dog pic that did the trick. So, hey, hot tip, include the pups, okay? Not a photo with a fish. Hinge allows you to find great dates through profile features that help you date more intentionally. And intentional dating is all about knowing who you are and what you're looking for. With dating intentions, you can add what it is you're looking for right to your profile. Maybe it's, I don't know, life partner. Maybe it's something more short term. Maybe you're just not sure yet. All these intentions are a-okay, and you can just put them right there for others to see. I love it. I love the honesty. We love dating with no games and meeting people who are on the same page. So download Hinge and share your dating intentions to find someone worth deleting the app for. Okay, you guys know how I love talking about therapy on this podcast, and I love talking about all things relationships. I also love watching reality TV, so put it all together and you've got the new official 90-day, the last resort sessions. It combines your favorite 90-day couples and couples therapy, so that sounds interesting. On 90-day, the last resort sessions from TLC, well-known couples from the show have reached their breaking points. They're all at a retreat in couples therapy, and at the end, they have to decide either to break up or stay together. So after each episode, the couples therapists who are actually in the room with the 90-day couples come onto the podcast to share what happened. So they give their takes on what the couples are each facing, what they're going through, and how to deal with issues of cheating, sex, and communication in your own relationships. So, I mean, everyone deserves a healthy relationship. So come for the drama and stay for the therapy, you know? Hey, I'll take the therapy whenever I can get it. So go listen to 90-day, the last resort sessions, wherever you get your podcasts. How do you guys deal with parent shaming on the internet? Because I always joke that it depends on where I'm at in my cycle with how I deal with trolls. Because sometimes I'm like, that's hilarious. And other times I'm like, but how do you guys deal with the parent shaming? Because there's not one... If you're on social media and you have kids, you're getting parent shamed. Yeah. There's always going to be the people saying, you know, do it this way, or why are you doing this? How do you two deal with that as a couple? Does it faze you?
First of all, I think I kind of, maybe I put my blinders on and I'm like an ignorance is bliss kind of guy. But you were talking about I don't have kids because the world is burning, and it's like
dark.
Sorry about that. The one-liner.
Sorry. Which I don't know, it might be true, but also I'm like, well, I'm just gonna focus on what I can control. Yeah. So, I don't like the parent shaming specifically. Very rarely do I get riled up. Yeah. Shawn usually will have to have some discussion. She'll be, I'm about to clap back at these people. I'm like, take a breath, dude. Yeah. Because like, you know how it is. If you respond and then it only fosters more of that discussion. I'm like,
it either fosters more or they apologize. And I like that chance.
Oh, you did?
I would say, like, after having our first kid, it really bothered me because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So when people are
like validating all your insecurities.
So when everybody's like, you're doing this wrong, I was like, oh my God, am I actually doing this wrong? Am I like doing something wrong to my child?
Right.
And then come the second, you gain more confidence. You've now kind of gone through it. We had this circle around us that we trust, like pediatricians and like everything.
Yeah.
To where I can laugh it off and be like, I don't care if you attack me. But the second, like, people start going after like our children,
I would lose it.
I am done. I'm like, goodbye.
There really is something to the mama bear, you know, name.
Yeah.
That something probably comes over your whole body.
Oh, it turns my soul into fire. Yeah.
I would be the same way.
It's super interesting. I told my friends who are just now having kids, I'm like, yo, it's different being married to a mom. Like it's a whole thing. Like they'll like there's this aggressiveness or like intensity that displays itself, which is amazing. Right. But also you're like, as a husband, because sometimes I'm on the receiving end. I'm like, okay.
You like can't control it. It's literally like a switch that flips the second. It is. And it's the whole like throw yourself in front of a moving train. I wouldn't think twice.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely not.
But that's what makes you a great mom.
Oh, thanks.
You're a fierce little bad bitch. And you don't mess around with Shawn when you know. That's good. You gotta keep them in line.
I will say if I ever like respond to, you know, the parent shamers, mom shamers, we share all of our social media for like work and stuff. Yeah. I always have to like delete it really quickly. Like the whole conversation, like Andrew can't see that I responded. Clap back, delete.
I feel the same way even about like Alicia, my podcast producer, and Maggie, my assistant.
Yeah.
Because they're probably like, what are you doing, Kaitlyn? I'm like having the most like deep conversations with a troll, being like, what is your inner child needing right now? Like,
meanwhile, it's like some Russian bot that's not like it's like a computer.
Just being sensitive and like trying to get an apology out of them.
Same.
You just took like a social media sabbatical, yeah?
I did. I should have gone longer. I could have, but I'm now slowly but surely coming back, but I did 2 weeks because I just knew there's going to be, when you end a relationship in a public eye, I've already done that before. Yeah. So I know there's going to be and now you don't have control over your algorithm. All of a sudden, Us Weekly's popping up, and I'm like, I don't even follow you. So I knew it was going to be this. I knew I was going to be tempted to read the comments. I knew there are people, which there are so many of them, because I saw a couple that are going to be like, Jason dodged a bullet. There's going to be a lot of noise. Obviously, a lot of support and love too, but it gets drowned out sometimes. So I was like, I'm just going to take 2 weeks. I'm not going to go what we call here on the podcast shopping for pain. And so I chose to not go on it. And I honestly was like, why am I okay? Yeah. And I'm like, holy shit, it's because I'm just doing I was surrounding myself with friends. I went home and saw family. I stayed off social media. I was meditating. I was working out. I was doing all the things that, make somebody feel at peace. And so as soon as I opened it back up, I immediately got anxiety. And I was like, why am I here? But the world keeps on spinning, and I had to get back on there. I love entertaining. I love talking to nobody but just thinking it's everybody. And so now I'm just like, I'm not going in the DMs. I'm not scrolling. I'm just what pops up immediately, I'll be like, oh, if it's a friend, I like it, and then I don't try not scroll. And then I just do my thing. It's hard.
Feels good.
It does feel good. Have you guys ever done a social media break?
No, I love social media. I'm like, I'm into it.
I get that.
I'm into like YouTube specifically. We have a pretty good relationship with it where we went into the Instagram offices, I don't know, 7 years ago, like a year into when we first started putting a lot of time into this. Yeah. And the first thing they said to us was, the best way to do social media is to create more than you consume. And this was like from Instagram HQ. And I was like, yeah, I like that take. So I love it from the like artistic video editing styles.
And even business side of it, I feel like you would like.
Yeah. Yeah. So I haven't felt the need to yet. But
that's great.
I like the community aspect, but I take breaks.
That's great.
Like I need to. I'm a consumer though.
Yes. I think that's a good self-awareness moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I am mindless and I consume too much, and I read the DMs, I read every comment. I also have this like protective feeling over our followers. So I go through every comment because I don't want anybody reading something that isn't good.
I get that.
So yeah.
I get that.
I self-inflict a lot of pain.
Yeah, we all, well, except for Andrew. That's great though that one of you can love it like that, because it is your careers also, and it's how you get to do what you're doing, and it's great. But that's good that you can take some breaks and that you can just be the.
I feel like I always take a break after babies.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah,
big life transitions.
Gosh, how do you guys deal with such significant changes and grow together?
That's the best part, dude. That's the best part, man. I mean,
that's sweet.
We've been together for 10 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Freaking dang, dude. That's a third of our lives at this point.
Wow.
And it's not always been fun.
No, of course not.
Excuse me.
How do you summarize it? I'm curious. What's your give me a brief of the last 10 years.
Yeah, sum it up for us.
I agree with you. I would say it was like the cliche dating experience of like you just become smitten and blind to everything.
Yeah, of course.
We got married and got thrown in the deep end, where he went off to the NFL. I went and worked basically remote for a year. It was so hard. We've gone through like massive up and downs within our relationship. But I honestly think in the past year or two, probably ever since having our second kid, we've just had such an intention of like protecting us.
Wow.
So like we work really hard on it. But I will say the massive transitions, especially a kid, are really hard on a relationship.
Well, so when you said that about since your second kid, you guys have like intentionally protected yourselves. I think that's so cool, because I will say I have so many friends that have had two babies, and I know that's so hard on just like any relationship, no matter how healthy you are. But that's a lot, and it's hard to prioritize yourselves. And I just watched a clip on Instagram. It came up. But it was so cool because, again, I didn't follow this account, and somehow it showed up first thing on my page. And it was a woman talking about lust versus love, and how lust is like this euphoric phase when you first meet, and the smitten, and the like, you don't see anything wrong with each other, and you get all cute. And then she said love is a choice. And she said, because I'm trying to learn a lot about like codependency and like actually just what healthy love looks like. And she said, if you have to choose each other's happiness the same, like the way you would choose your own needs and happiness, you would want that for the other person, but you can't choose yourself more because that's selfish, but you can't choose the other more because that's codependent. So you have to equally want the happiness that you want for yourself for your partner. And I feel like you guys are figuring out how to do that.
That's interesting. I like that. I think the biggest pivotal point in our relationship was, now that you say that, when we first started talking about what we want to do with our life. And like, so I think we've told you about like our goal setting system where we take
everyone.
It's like a day that we just sit down and it's like, hey, what are your dreams? And it's not really like a 10-year plan that's too overwhelming. It's just, we did it the first time just for the next year of like what our goals were. And then after that first year, then we had kind of an idea or something to gauge against of like, oh, hey, we wanted to see friends 2 times a week, and we wanted to make however much money, or we wanted to travel however many times this year. And like, you're able to like tweak it up or down. Of like, no, five travel trips is too much. Let's make it 2. And then it like, you can really dial in, but it's a special process because I understand what her goals are. And then she understands what my dreams are, and then it's kind of cool to see the overlap, and the overlap has increased, I think, more and more over the last couple years, and then beyond that, it's this has been rocking my world recently. I heard that the Hebrew word for Eve, so like Adam and Eve, from Genesis, right, is it means beneficial adversary.
Oh,
and so like,
did not see that coming.
I know, but it's like interesting because there's a lot of friction between Shawn and I. It's like way different skill sets, interests,
right? Parenting styles probably too,
right? And it was always like a black and white. It was like, oh, we have to do it Shawn's way, or we have to do it my way. But then like, as I've been mulling over that concept, it's like, oh no, like we both bring valuable, needed perspectives to this issue or whatever we're talking about, and like how can that refine the vision or our decision, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really cool. I am tracking because my brain is so like kindergarten. I was like, because I pictured 2 hula hoops. But I do, because I've just done so much freaking therapy where I'm such a visual person, and like, I think you guys might be the same, where you write out those things and see them, and you see how you can come together, what would make each other happy, what would make you happy as a couple. And that's something that I've done in couples therapy, where you both have your hula hoops and then you merge them together, and you know how it does that little middle circle, and you see what you can do together, while also doing individually what would make you happy. And it does make you realize how different you are as individuals, and what does fill up your cup versus his. I did really want to ask the question about having different parenting styles, because that is, I know you guys are so open about all the stuff on your podcast, which is cool. First of all, I don't know how you do it. You parent together, you work together, you podcast together, you travel together, you do everything together, and you're so cute. But how do you deal with that? Like, is that the same kind of process with writing things out and coming together and having these conversations, whether it's goals or parenting?
No, in parenting, we do that the least, to be honest.
Oh. We're working on it. We're getting better. I would say, for me, the thing that like rocked my world the most when we started like really working on it, because like you said, it's this constant rebalancing of the scale,
right?
Of like, are we spending too much time separate? Are we spending too much time together? Are we focusing too much on ourselves? Whatever it is, we're constantly analyzing that. But we did a couples therapy session once, and to summarize it, she basically asked why we fell in love with each other, like what were the qualities that we loved, and then later on she was asking like why we were arguing so much. And it basically came down to, we married opposites, which we all try.
Right.
But then you get into this phase of life where you get annoyed with those opposites and you try to make the person the same as you.
Yeah. Yes.
Instead of realizing that the reason why you love them is because they're different. And so
you easily forget.
You can very easily forget.
Yeah.
And so we constantly are trying to have these conversations of like, what hobbies do you love, Andrew, that you can go off and do with your buddies and get away from the house that like make you and vice versa. But as far as like figuring it out, the parenting styles, that's harder because you're so protective over your child. And it's no longer like affecting you, it's affecting a human being.
Right.
Your offspring.
Yeah, not just a human being, your actual loins.
Yes, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Your loins.
I don't know, that came out weird.
So like different parenting styles like attack the most personal part of you.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this is affecting the rest of their life.
And as a mom, I'm only a dog mom, but I feel like you would be like, I have the maternal instincts.
Yes.
Like, what? We just got to be so hard.
And
My girlfriend, I don't know if this will help you
Yeah.
at all, but her motto in life is "Daddy does it different,"
yeah.
and she just has to accept that.
Yes, and which I think we're getting better and better at. Like we've both acknowledged more recently after the second kid that we're just like we have different styles. But I will say to a certain extent within work, within marriage, within our relationship, we've kind of learned just like what lanes we own.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay, you own this lane, you get the say.
Right.
Or like we'll have a conversation, but you get the say.
Right.
And we're kind of figuring that out within parenting too.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, there's a massive amount of sacrifice that goes into both. So she does a great job, and we've collectively figured out a system where it's like, okay, Shawn really likes to hang out with friends, so like let's schedule. She used to, before kids, be able to do that 4 nights a week.
Right.
But now that's not reasonable. So like, but we'll block off this period on the schedule for her to do that thing she loves. It's like an hour, 2 hours.
Right.
We have a rule, like if it's before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m. when the kids go down, I could pretty much do literally anything I want. It's kind of the rule.
Wow.
You could do anything you want, Andrew. And I'm like, anything.
Okay.
But it's like, 6 a.m. So that limits a lot of the things.
Exactly.
When you have kids, it brings out massive stylistic differences.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can't even imagine. Yeah.
you thought you were picky about food before you
Right.
had kids,
Well,
and now you're like, oh my gosh.
And it brings out all of your traumas, and it brings up your upbringings, and it brings up your scars, and it brings up so much that you can like avoid before you have kids.
Yes.
That you can no longer avoid, and you have to like
It just
figure it out.
bubbles up to the
Yeah.
surface and comes out. And I had that written down actually about how it probably brings up so many things from your own childhood that you're probably so aware of. But I think that's so cool where we're at in life with like our generation. Like even just this conversation is really people wouldn't have these conversations 30 years ago.
No.
And it's cool because that alone is going to help the next generation and being so self-aware and being like, well, this is where we struggle and this is where we thrive and this is where we try and work on this together. And this is even just saying that brings up trauma in childhood is like a huge awareness to even just have in the back of your mind.
We had a pretty good laugh not too long ago, a few weeks ago, over that exact thing. We're like, it seems like our parents' generation was like, nothing's wrong. I'm perfect.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
And we're like, we obviously can tell it's not. So here I am. These are my flaws. I see
Here's
a
my
therapist, a
issues.
nutritionist.
I always call it setting the bar in hell. Just set the bar in hell, and then you can only go up from there. But it is true. My mom, like, always hair done, makeup on, outfit together, everything's great, and you sit at your tea party, or like, I'm like, how did you survive?
No.
I need to be like, hey, I am a shit show. I'm a hot mess today. My mental health is in the toilet. Everybody, let's talk about it. All right, Balins. Do you make your eyes happy? I don't mean looking at a gorgeous view or watching funny dog videos. I mean, do you have the right eyewear to take care of your eyes? When was the last time you had an eye exam? I actually just did a few months ago. Okay, it's important. Well, now it's the time because Warby Parker offers everything you need for happier eyes. Eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. And you can shop online or in stores. So being an anomaly with 20/20 vision over here, I forget how important taking care of my eyes are, but I get like tired eyes and mini little headaches from looking at screens and being out in the sun. Wearing blue light glasses and sunglasses definitely help for me. Huge help for me. So after taking their quiz, I was matched with glasses that were just picked for me, which made it so much easier to find exactly what I wanted. Their glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. The anti-fatigue lenses are recommended by Warby Parker doctors for people who have tired or strained eyes after a long day of using digital devices. Me. And the blue light filtering lenses reduce negative effects on sleep. So sign me up because I love my sleep. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. So try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/OTV. Hey, does anyone listening find it super tough to fit working out into their busy fall schedule? I'm a bit stressed, Balins, with work, travel, spending time with the fam, and for the parents out there, it is back to school time. So whatever it may be, it can be easy to push fitness down on the priority list. But don't. Your health and wellness is important, and your fitness shouldn't fall into the trap, especially if you're spending hard-earned dollars on it. So that's why the Peloton app is perfect for these busy times of the year, because it's motivation that moves you, hooks you, and works for a variety of budgets. So your routine shouldn't feel like a routine, you know? Mix it up with Peloton app's enormous range of classes like meditation, boxing, Pilates, and more. Whether you have 5 minutes or 20 minutes or 25 minutes, whether you're going on a jog or strength training at the gym or just want to do a little meditation, the app has it all. So take it on the go with you. The Peloton app is everything that's so great about Peloton in the palm of your hand. And if you're traveling a lot like me, you can bring the Peloton experience with you. So now anywhere you go, the park, your home, a hotel room, or even the gym, try the Peloton app today for free for 30 days. New paid memberships only, starting at $12.99 per month after trial, unless canceled. Terms apply. Okay, like I said, just looking at my September schedule is stressing me out. And if you're like me and you got the September stressies, I have a life hack for you, okay? You can beat stress before it beats you by adding just 2 weed products into your daily routine. I'm talking about pairing the award-winning, gut-nourishing Just Thrive probiotic with the stress-busting, mood-uplifting power of Just Calm. I'm sure you've heard me talk about these products because they work so well, and I've been using them for a while now. Just Thrive probiotic supports digestive, immune, and total body health, and actually produces antioxidants right in the gut. So once it arrives in the gut, it kind of acts like your own personal little gardener in there, safely eliminating bad bacteria and replenishing the good. And for next level stress management, I pair the probiotic with Just Thrive's breakthrough formula, Just Calm. So Just Calm's proprietary ingredients have been clinically proven to reduce perceived stress, improve sleep quality and energy, and even encourage better focus and flow. And you can learn more about this groundbreaking company. I did a Good Gut Health episode from December 21st, where I went into depth with Tina, the co-founder. It was so informative. And right now you can save 20% off this dynamic duo bundle of Just Thrive probiotic and Just Calm when you go to justthrivehealth.com. Use code VINE at checkout. And while you're there, be sure to check out all their other research-based gut and immune health products. There's even a probiotic for your little fur babies. All with the bottom of the bottle guarantee.
What's your take on love, Kaitlyn?
Oh God, I'm jaded as right now.
You're freaking wild.
Love is dead.
Oh my God.
I don't know what my take is on love. I just want a partnership. I want a partnership that has like the right amount of love to choose each other. And I saw a psychic the other day.
Wow.
And she tells me, you have really good luck in career, in finances, in friends, in life, and she goes, but you are not so lucky in love. I said, yeah, no shit.
Are you sure she doesn't just watch
No, she
or
was
read
like,
the tabloids?
She is literally a witchy vibe on the side of the street in LA who has no idea who I am.
Yes.
And she nailed it. But it was just so interesting because that's how I feel. I really am just like, I think from divorced parents, and I had a really unhealthy first relationship that totally skewed my vision of what love should look like, because I thought, I love him and he loves me, so why is he treating me this way? It must be what it's supposed, this just must be what it is. And nobody told me otherwise. And that was 3 years of like being treated like absolute garbage. And that was my first impression of love. And so I think I am very, very jaded. But over the last 10 years, I've really been focusing on myself, which could be a problem too in relationships because maybe I'm being a little selfish. But I do think I just have a lot of negative energy around love. And that's sad. But I'm working on it. I'm cleansing my energy.
Well, you're a catch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think I am.
You are. You are.
But it's just, it feels like, I don't know, as soon as I get into any relationship, it always feels like even in the last two, which of course everybody knows of, it's like we both just kept choosing ourselves over anything else and just not growing together. That's why I'm like, when you say growing together is the best part, I'm like, what does it feel like?
I will say
both the relationships we just were doing this, like really focusing. I'm really focusing on myself and my career, and I do think I'm getting to be a better person, which will make me a better partner. But it was just,
which would you rather have, $5 million or a husband?
a husband.
I will say this.
Yes.
$10 million.
I would. Yes. Same here. I'm like, 10 million. That could really get me out of a few jams.
I will say, I know, like, you have to be compatible. It has to be like your person, everything. Jeez. Oh my gosh. 20 million.
20. Okay.
100 maybe.
20 million.
I will say this, just a little piece of advice, because we've talked about this a lot with a lot of friends who.
Advice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We've literally done a podcast about this because I think there were times in Andrew and I's relationship, married, that had we not been married and still dating, we would have been really tested to like go separate ways. And we think the hardest part of marriage is the fact that you're married at the end of the day. We got to figure this out.
Right.
And it makes it really hard if you aren't married because you're dating or engaged and you're like, do I really want to do this?
Right.
Because you still have your out.
Yeah, you still have it out, and then your brain goes to all of like worst case scenarios, and like.
So I say you just find someone, just elope first day. Be like, we're gonna do it.
Get pregnant, get married, be like, stuff for life,
Stuff forever.
yeah. Great advice, Shawn. I'm gonna take it. That guy is not gonna know what hit him. He's gonna be like, "You are a psycho. Who told you this?" I'm like, "I fooled you." But I do. I think that's honest. I think marriage is hard, and I think I have to. I just have to like rid myself of the dark shadows that I have encountered as what is love in my life, and I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've healed my inner child. I've done the therapy. One more week of on-site and I should be good to go.
Yes.
No more psychics. No more psychics. So.
What?
What?
I'm obsessed.
No. What? Why? Why?
Because I feel like they validate me. Like I'll be thinking something and they'll say it and I'm like, huh. It's like good things.
Your friends should be doing that for you, Kaitlyn.
Yeah, but
not freaking.
Sometimes my friends are yes people. They just want to like make me happy. So I'm
Do
like,
you need different friends?
actually, that's my one best friend will call my shit out all the time.
Good.
But okay, no more psychics, huh?
No, that's just my hot take. Whatever.
That's fair.
That's.
I've never ever been with anyone who understands my obsession with psychics. They're always like, "You're crazy."
But is it like from an entertainment standpoint, or because what possible good scenario could come out of seeing this lady who says you struggle with love? It's like, all right, well that speaks to your current insecurities, right?
That's true, but she also told me I've got really good finance stuff coming up. My wine business is gonna just go national. She has other things.
Isn't that just like the manifesting process though? You could technically do that on your own.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Psychics validate me along the way. Just humor me, okay? Let me have it.
Okay, I'll get my psychic license, and I doubt there even is one.
No, that's just in you.
Yeah, I'll give you your manifesting board for you.
I am going to, not today, but I can't even tell you why, but I'm going to tell you guys in a month from now on a podcast something I'm doing right now, and you're gonna lose your shit. You're gonna be like, you are the craziest person I've ever heard of in my whole life, and I can't wait to see your reaction. I'm gonna do it.
I'm nervous. I just got super excited.
You should be nervous. It's bad.
Is there a nationally certified like psychic?
Are you in the middle of it, or are you
something?
going somewhere to do this?
No, I'm in the middle of it right now. Doing it right from the own home.
Are you doing like the candles and circles
I'm
every
not
night?
saying anything. I'm not saying what I'm doing, but I am told to not talk about it until.
Okay.
No more questions.
Okay,
Shawn.
fine.
No more questions.
Oh, I will have you back on just to tell you about the story. We'll make it like a 30-minute podcast.
You have to.
And I'll just tell you about my woo-woo shit.
Oh God.
Be safe. Okay, freaking. This sounds like a scam, like an email.
It
Hey,
might be. It might be a scam, and that is a risk I'm willing to take. Okay,
God.
it's all for the
man,
growth of my
Kaitlyn.
spirituality. I
Yeah.
know, you guys. I'm in a weird place. I'm in a weird place.
my
I'm like looking at you guys just with like a healthy, happy marriage, 10 years, 3 kids, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong over here.
Stop.
Okay, switching gears. No, this is not switching gears. We're still in the same gear. But I always write down and say that I can't remember where I got this. Some therapist, probably a psychic. Communication is lubrication.
Yes.
Do you think having a relationship focused podcast has helped you in your relationship because you get to just be in the moment with each other no matter where you're at in life? It's kind of like being in a therapist's office. You don't show your worst sides. You just like come together and talk for an hour because you talk about relationship things. So does it help you?
Yes.
That's nice.
It causes a lot of arguments that you don't see. That
I love the behind the scenes.
we just cut it out or quit podcasting that day.
Oh man, how many episodes do you think we've just burned? Like 20?
At
been
least.
there.
Where we started, like we're 20 minutes in, and then we look at each other, we're like,
Not today.
No.
not today.
We're not talking about this.
Yeah.
It's really helped because it's our job to talk about relationships. It's our job to interview other relationships. And then we love like reflecting on things and like debriefing it all. So it brings up a lot of topics that maybe we haven't even talked about. Or hypothetical situations that we could find ourselves in based off of who we talk to. So I think it's been really good. It is like therapy.
Yeah, that's
multiple
what I was
times a
thinking.
week.
Yeah.
I think the podcast has been one of the best things we've done. It's done 3 things. I think like it's almost a form of accountability.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we have a not that we're not the couples experts. That's what we
Right.
try to
No,
be
you're
the,
just
the
talking
anti.
From personal experience.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we'll try to have like actual therapists on that are
Right.
licensed, right?
Yeah.
To give meaningful advice. But since we have this show, it's like, well, we should probably be in a healthy spot. And so thanks to Shawn, and she's just like super sharp with keeping us the priority, Shawn and Andrew, and the marriage. So it's like, if we're not in a good spot, then like we're not going to do the episode.
Nope.
Right. And we've gotten better and better at that. So it's like accountability. It's introduced us to a lot of fun friends, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which is a blast. And then also, I think we've gotten lucky to the extent that when Shawn and I do dates, we just talk about like philosophical conversations, and like that's how we connect. And so that's
cool.
been I mean, you know, this is what the podcast is. It's like talking about hypotheticals or like learning.
I
and
love
it's
it.
like it's been great. But it has every once in a while we'll like dig up bones where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, when you talk about and you're like, freak, we could just gloss over this and not have to, but here we are doing a freaking podcast about it.
Later. Yeah. What's the hardest conversation you've ever had on the podcast?
We did one on different parenting styles,
Yeah.
and then we burned that one.
Yeah, we had to burn that one.
Guys, wait, oh no. Oh wait,
No,
the whole one
it was okay. Andrew has learned firsthand there's one question you cannot ask couples, which is what is the biggest fight you've ever gotten? Because
That's the one question you can't ask couples.
no,
because it's never resolved.
Never. It's usually the biggest one.
Is
If
not
you're still together, is just
buried.
we just walk past it.
Buried. Yeah.
And so we inflicted the same pain on ourselves. We were like, let's go down this rabbit hole of like biggest arguments.
Yeah.
Podcast. And we dug up all the bones. Probably our 5 worst moments in our relationship. And it just started fueling both of us.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And it was just like, I will never get over this.
You're like, why are we talking about this?
And I was
if
like,
we
no,
both
you were
know?
actually wrong. You were still wrong.
I know exactly that kind of argument.
Yeah.
Here,
Wow.
Oh jeez.
throw those
Yes.
on.
Okay. Are these beer goggles?
Just let it be noted for the listeners. Here we are on the Off the Vine podcast and drinking water instead of.
Hey, I offered. I wanted. I'm sending you home with some. Okay, we're just gonna keep it real for 2 seconds. You know, on Big Daddy when they put the glasses on and then you can say whatever you're thinking.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. How often should married couples have sex?
Married. Sorry, I went straight to pregnant.
Or pregnant?
No, that's a different
How
answer.
often? Wait, you've got kids, you've got work, you're busy. You know that you need to like schedule it in.
Once a week, married.
Once a
Wow,
week is my
that's-
answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
That's it.
Yeah. I thought it was. I like to put those on when people have to answer uncomfortable questions.
Oh, yeah.
It just makes it easier.
I need some like
Pregnant?
I can't
Bruh.
turn over like some people like twice a day. I'm like, what are we doing?
Twice a day.
I need some recovery time.
We've read, like, we've talked about this before. And so, like, we've
They're
gone down
lying.
Google rabbit
They have
holes where
to be.
people are like, my husband's the best, whatever, every
Liars.
single day. I'm like, every day?
They're lying.
No
No.
way.
That's
It's
a lie.
exhausting.
Yeah.
What's your nutrition plan to keep it like? You gotta.
I do know a couple that they make sure that they have sex every day.
No.
No.
Yes, like they even if they're fighting, even they will make sure that they do that before they go to bed.
Oh man.
It's like part of their nighttime routine.
I'm sorry.
Bad.
What's your
There are-
cadence, Kaitlyn?
Oh God, it depends. I'm on some antidepressants, so my sex. I'm a Sahara Desert over here.
Oh my! I didn't know that was a thing. I just. I'm
Sheer
learning new
disappointment.
things.
She's like, no.
Oh man, that's where I'm at, guys. Are you shocked?
No.
Yeah, no, you can't be shocked.
No.
That's a side effect of antidepressants?
Yeah.
Does that not worsen the problem in some ways?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Were you Irish there for a second? That's the problem there. But yeah, no, I'm on like I went down to the lowest dosage because I was like, girls got to get her mojo back. Let's go. So I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not doing that anytime soon.
You don't need
I'm
to
still,
let me know.
I'm still BRB
Thank
You
healer.
don't need to let me know.
Yeah. You can let Shawn
You
know.
didn't tell me to put the glasses back on.
My bad.
That's your bad. Okay, I've got a game to play before I let you go, and it's a couple things, yay or nay. So sitting at the same side of the booth at a restaurant.
Yay.
Aw,
Yep.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not for everybody, but we do that.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
What about like matching outfits?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, just
no,
kidding. That's stupid.
No.
I actually think that's so cute. Okay, just kidding. Sharing food from each other's plate.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
We always
Everything
always
looks
order
better.
like our second options.
Hedge your
Oh,
bets.
love
Yeah.
that. That's cute. Okay. Over the top nicknames for each other.
I call
Oh,
her
like over the top
What do you call each other?
Bug
and bro.
or Boo Thing.
Oh,
Boo Thing? Does that surprise you? Or?
Yeah.
did you say bro?
I've always called him. It's very weird. When we started dating, he was in the middle of Vanderbilt football. We didn't like start dating and then be thrown into the friend group. I was like thrown into the friend group.
Yeah.
Only girl. And so I didn't want to be like the lovey-dovey,
No, you had
you
to hang
know.
with the boat.
So I was
the
like, "What's
boys,
up, bro?"
bros.
That's
yeah.
right.
And everybody called him bro, so I called him bro.
That was my college nickname.
Really?
Yeah.
Was bro.
Bro was your college
It
nickname.
was pretty sick. I know.
Do you
don't
want
have
to
to
hear?
be jealous.
Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Everyone on the podcast knows this one. Kaitlyn, no Bristows.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Oh.
You guys are, I feel like you're gonna leave here being
Take
like,
mine.
we're worried about her.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
I will gladly switch you any day.
You need new friends, Kaitlyn. What the heck?
Okay, that was high school.
Gee.
That was boys probably trying to flirt with me, and it was high school. Not my friends. They don't call me that. Oh God. What about sharing a toothbrush?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't care.
Sean tries to share mine. So annoying.
I do almost every day.
Guys
It's okay.
are so weird about that, and girls aren't.
Yeah.
It's my
That's
one.
my experience.
She has 90 million products on her freaking vanity. I have
Yeah.
one. It's my toothbrush and toothpaste.
It's probably your toothpaste, your deodorant, your face cream,
I-
your shampoo, your conditioner. Dudes just need one, and we have
Yeah.
serums for our elbows.
Yep.
Having a song. Do you guys have a song?
I think our first dance song.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's Josh Garrel's.
Yeah.
The Arrow. No, sorry.
Heaven's
My
Knife.
bad.
Wow.
My bad.
Well, something to discuss on the podcast. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
I do have one more thing, actually.
Yes.
This is for confessions. So, whoever the alligator,
Oh.
whoever he bites, that's who has to tell a confession.
Okay.
Oh,
What do I do?
freaking love this game.
Press a
Oh
tooth.
my
Pick a tooth,
gosh.
any tooth.
Just one.
Oh, that's kind of.
Oh.
Well, I don't have a confession.
Oh gosh.
That was a long round. I've never seen it go that long.
That is thrilling.
Isn't that just puts a little pep in your step?
Wait, is this the one we talked about?
Yeah, yeah.
At one point, we lived in LA and we shared a condo. It was like a 2-bedroom apartment condo with another couple.
Yeah.
So it was like both of our like second homes while we were working, but we shared a very small confinement space together. And we tried to like share a calendar for a long time to know like when people were coming home, to leave the doors unlocked, like all these things. We were married.
Okay.
Getting after it one night.
Get it?
One of our twice a day.
What I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Twice a day. I thought nobody was home, obviously.
Yeah.
Left the doors wide open. And someone was there the whole time.
Oh!
The whole time.
Making coffee, and literally it's like
It's a
like
direct
10
shot.
yards.
It's direct.
They heard and saw everything. Did you guys
Everything.
talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we debriefed.
It was blatant enough
You
that
had
like
to
in the
talk
middle of
about
the
it.
night we like share our bathroom shared a wall, and I like heard their bathroom and I was like, why
Oh no.
why is he home?
Oh no.
And then the next morning I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. He like high fives you.
he said me, he's like, good work in there, man. And I was
Oh my gosh. I was
That's,
mortified.
so really this isn't even a confession. This is just like, oh, you guys have sex when you're married and you're good at it. Great.
well, has anyone no.
That's cute though.
What
That's,
confessions have you heard on here? I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
curious.
that was actually a really good one.
Okay.
That's a really good one.
Okay.
You name it. People plugging toilets and scooping poop out and throwing it out a window at their crush's house.
Oh my
Yeah. Hiding dead bodies. It's
What?
just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, tell everybody where they can watch your YouTube. You guys share so many incredible things, and I just think your relationship is really relatable and inspiring. And tell everybody where they can find all of your stuff.
We do share so many things. Incredible is TBD.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess beauty's in the eye
Sitting
of
here
the beholder. Let's see. You can find Shawn on all our platforms at Shawn Johnson. She's wonderful.
Thanks. And
Would highly recommend.
And Andrew East everywhere.
And your podcast.
Our
And your
podcast
YouTube.
is called Couple Things.
Couple things. Also, did you see Derek Huss' post where he talked about an all winners season?
Yes.
Wow.
But
Could you imagine?
did you read the article?
No.
It mentioned nothing.
Oh.
And I was like,
Then why did he post it?
exactly. I got so excited.
Oh my God,
My daughter would die.
could you imagine? That would be so
I'm also
fun.
desperately trying to get Andrew on.
Oh, you'd be great.
Thank you. For
You would be
that.
great.
I thank you.
You're fun.
Yeah, you're fun, and I feel like you'd be fun to watch. And do you have dance moves?
No.
Oh, even better.
You could learn them.
What?
You could learn. You would
better.
learn them. You're a great learner.
Oh my gosh.
All winter season would be hype.
Could you imagine?
They need to
How
for
would
the
they
show.
split up the pros though? Because I feel like most winners are consolidated amongst like 6 pros.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm here for it.
I'm here
I
for
will ruin this body over and over again, break more ribs to
Oh
go
my
back on.
gosh.
Oh, it was bad. Thank you guys for coming
Thank
on.
you.
Thanks for driving out here to Kentucky.
Happy to. And we're coming back for this thing.
I'm telling you what. People are gonna. I don't even know if I'll air it. I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now ending. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind a rating and review.